time for the opening keynote, and it is my honor to welcome ORBIE Award-winning CIO from Zeus Fire Security, Priya Serai.
Hello, I'm Digital Priya, your AI-infused opening act. While the real me is backstage breathing deeply and adjusting the mic, I'm here to deliver the truth many still miss. ROI is no longer just about dollars saved or revenue gained. In the age of AI, it's about something far more powerful: return on insight, return on imagination, return on impact. Real ROI is when a frontline worker can make $1 million decision with confidence because AI filtered the noise. It's when your team doesn't drown in data, but serves it with speed, clarity, and purpose. It's when your business sees what others don't and moves before others can. So today, let's not limit ROI to the last slide of the deck. Let's measure it in better decisions, bolder moves, and breakthrough moments. Because when AI is done right, it doesn't just pay back, it pays forward. And with that, it's time for the real Priya to take the stage. She's got fire in her eyes and ROI on her mind.
All right. Thank you. Give it up for Digital Priya. All right, so she is not, as you heard her, she is not a recorded video. She's actually my digital twin, and I can very easily update the script to make sure that she can deliver messages where I can't be. So if you are subscribed to my podcast, you will see my digital twin and a lot of other stuff at some point in the presentation. When we're talking about real life AI use cases, you will get a QR code to subscribe to my channel, Zeus Fire Security. And I'd appreciate if you guys can subscribe and keep up to speed on everything AI going on. So before we talk about ROI, I wanted to talk a little bit about what has been the timeline of innovation within AI in just last 3 years. Potentially not even full 3 years, 2.5 to 3 years. AI has democratized, and people like you and me who do not have big budget dollars are still able to access AI in many, many different ways. So one example that I wanted to run was, everybody here is using ChatGPT, yes? Yes? Yes. Awesome, all right. In late 2022, when ChatGPT just came about, I gave it a prompt, and all of us use it to write emails, rewrite our text, so on and so forth. So I did the same thing, and I wanted to write a sales email to a quick serve restaurant owner in Dallas whose drive-through speed is below industry average. And I got an example like this that very dry, it's very generic, wasn't personalized, did not sound consultative at all. It was very, very dry. Same exact prompt, now in 2025, fast forward 3 years, I'm getting a much more context-aware email. It kind of talks about the location, it's very consultative, it has specific data points, it has specific benchmarks included, and I can change the tone in however I want. I want it to sound more confident, it will give it to me. If I want it to be a little more funny, it will give that to me. So just ChatGPT alone and how it's writing emails has changed and transformed quite a bit in just 2.5 years. Reasoning and memory. 2.5 years ago, if I asked ChatGPT or a similar AI tool like Claude, that, hey, can you summarize our last conversation or give me a to-do list from the last 1 week that I've been talking to you, it had no memory. It basically gave me a response that they don't have access to previous conversations. Fast forward, this is an example from Copilot with Microsoft. I have a folder, OneDrive, within my computer, and I asked it to summarize, give me a summary of all my podcast scripts up to date. And it gave me a quick summary. I could even go further from here, kind of draft a blog post or create a social media message and kind of keep going on and on from that content. And it saves me hours and hours in the day by just summarizing content that I want. Creative generation has come quite handy as well. So this is from DALL-E 2, another open AI platform. 2022, when DALL-E 2 just was released, I used it to give me images of a surgeon. Now you see, when I say surgeon, it gave me very stereotypical images with scrubs and mask and gloves in some cases, and all white middle-aged men. It did not give me any diversity in these images. So what I did was, I used the recent version of DALL-E within OpenAI, which is well integrated with ChatGPT if you guys are using it, and I said, generate an image for a surgeon. And it started asking me more questions. Okay, can you give me, Priya, a little bit more about what setting do you want? What kind of gender, ethnicity, age do you want? What type of style, what type of activity would you like it to perform? It also went further to design the prompt for me. It gave me an example that here is an optimized prompt for me to generate a better image. And then it said like, but if you are in a hurry, just tell me what you want. And I said, okay, I am in a hurry, and I don't have time for this, so just give me a default realistic surgeon. And it came back to a middle-aged white man. So I guess some things still need to be improved, but if I had taken the time to give it a better prompt, maybe I would have gotten a better result. More examples of creative generation. So we launched at our company, Zeus AI, January of 2025, so just about 6 months ago. 6 months ago? Yeah, 6 months ago. And I wanted to generate like a quick 30-second to 1-minute video on us launching Zeus AI at a conference, which was a retail conference, NRF in New York. When I wanted to do that for social media, I wanted me to be in the video. So I uploaded this on Sora, that's a video generation tool, and I said, okay, here is my headshot. Use this image to launch Zeus AI at the NRF conference. And it gave me this. Now, obviously, this lady doesn't look like me, and with a lot of prompting, it basically returned a message to me that Sora cannot use an exact image that is uploaded for privacy concerns. But it mimicked a lot of things from my photo, meaning the type of outfit I'm wearing, like a white jacket, denim shirt, hair open, confident woman, warm woman, smiling, so on and so forth. So it kind of gave me a description of the avatar and generated this video for me, which was a free version. That's why the video kind of kept looping. But if I do get into a paid version, I can generate up to 5 minutes worth of video on Sora. And this was back in late 2024, so I'm sure in 6 months they have advanced quite a bit. Maybe with a paid version and the right privacy checks, it can actually put me in the video. I haven't attempted it yet. I'll probably do that after this. All right. So that's where AI has come in just 3 years. And these are just quick examples of free tools that is available and accessible to all of us. There is obviously a lot of modeling and a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, which if you have the right team and the right company and the right structure, you could work a lot of magic within your day-to-day. So since this is about ROI, let's step into that a little bit. When we talk about AI and ROI associated with it, there are 3 frameworks that I have been using at Zeus that I wanted to share with you that has been working well for me so far. And of course, this is a constant evolving field. So I'm here to learn from all you smart people and probably implement more and more in learning from you on what frameworks we could all accomplish together. So in my mind, ROI can be measured for AI in 3 different ways. Number 1 is efficiency ROI, which we've talked about with any type of technology, that you automate something, you save time or you save cost, and you become more efficient. So that's your efficiency ROI. Second is effectiveness ROI. How fast can you do things? And obviously, it can, again, sometimes come back to efficiency, but how can you make better decisions? How can you get more ideas, more data at your fingertips without spending a lot of money to make better decisions? So that's efficiency ROI. And last but not the least, exponential ROI. Are there any new revenue streams that you can launch or generate using AI that helps you further along that path? So I have used all 3, efficiency, effectiveness, and exponential ROI at Zeus, and we will step into some examples here on how it has helped me. All right. So before I step into how I've done it, a quick context on what is Zeus AI. Because Zeus AI is the AI offering within Zeus. It's all-encompassing, meaning it has enterprise AI, meaning there are a lot of efficiency use cases that we are doing internally using AI. So I'll step you through a little bit of that on how I launched Zeus AI within the company to generate efficiencies. Then customer analytics, which is our customer-facing offering. So we are a security company. We have video cameras everywhere, which is synonymous to lights these days. You see cameras everywhere for security. How can we use the video data computer vision to generate customer analytics. So that's our revenue stream with Zeus AI. Virtual assistant. We have dabbed into virtual assistants, so AI-powered assistants or agents that are automating customer service calls, sales calls, welcome calls, so on and so forth, to kind of, again, create efficiencies and save time within the company. And last but not the least, Zeus AI podcast. This is our way to kind of spread thought leadership within the industry, within multiple industries, to kind of keep abreast of what all is coming up within this technology. All right, so Zeus AI journey. For the internal use cases, and I'm sure everybody has done the complexity and impact map at some point in their life with technology, but that's exactly what we use for identifying and prioritizing Zeus AI use cases for internal enterprise. So number one, step one, we identified use cases. So I kind of brainstormed with my executive team as step one, and then went one layer deep in the organization to basically kind of identify what are the use cases that is important to my organization. What is the problem statement that you are trying to solve using AI? Once I kind of brainstormed and came up with all those different use cases, then we mapped it here on impact versus complexity. So impact on your y-axis, complexity on your x-axis, from low to high. And again, not a lot of time spent here. Basically, your understanding on how complex it is and how long would it take you to launch an AI use case, and business impact from your business leader that, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important or what kind of impact are you expecting from this particular use case? Then based on that, the map, it gave me basically prioritized opportunities. We're looking for highest value, highest business impact, and lowest complexity, and those are the use cases you want to target first. And finally, once you have the high-level prioritization, you want to pick your first project, so that's where you go to your business leader and identify the exact ROI. So as an example, we have prioritized internally. Second stage now is contract analysis for our M&A and legal counsel, and the annualized impact or savings that we're targeting is anywhere between $1.6 to $3.2 million a year. Just doing this exercise. So with that, the first use case before the legal contract use case that we launched was Derek, which is our virtual assistant or a
Hi
welcome
Priya,
bot.
this is Derek with Zeus Fire Security. I just wanted to check in ahead of the Zeus tour. Have you been enjoying your time at the summit so far?
All right, so what you're hearing, Derek, is just about 2 weeks ago, we were hosting a tour within our company for the summit called Net1, which is a security industry summit. And all these companies, there were 30-some companies that were going to visit the Zeus office for two hours. And we wanted to make sure that all the people who are coming and visiting us actually feel welcome. Do they have questions on the agenda? Do they have any dietary restrictions that we need to make note of? All that good stuff. So instead of someone within our customer care team or admin team taking the time to call all these people, which were over 100 people, we basically launched Derek, who made 50 concurrent calls at any given time, and basically spread out different attendees over a span of 2 days so that we understand who did not pick up the first call, who do we have to follow up, what type of agenda interest did they show, who did they want to connect at the summit when they are with us, and what type of dietary preferences do we need to make. So Derek kind of got all of that. We got great engagement. He was the talk of town. Everybody wanted to know more about Derek, why the name, so on and so forth. So he was a complete hit. And icing on the cake, outside of him being a complete hit, we saved a lot of hours and repeated tasks that nobody is interested to perform within the company properly. So that was Derek. So he represents Zeus AI's first customer-facing voice agent. He's very natural, human-like. We went through tons and tons of voices to make sure that he sounds fun, professional at the same time, is warm, so on and so forth. There are certain words, like paoli, which is where we are based, was the hardest one to pronounce or to teach Derek how to pronounce. But then he finally did a good job on how to pronounce paoli. So there are still certain kinks with virtual agents and the voices that you use, but if you kind of keep at it, you'll get it. This is our QR code for the YouTube channel for latest AI updates. So if you haven't already, please take the time to scan the QR code, subscribe to our channel, where you will hear not just about Zeus AI, but we discuss innovative AI trends within the industry regardless. With that, Zeus AI. So you saw one example of enterprise AI use cases and how we kind of mapped and prioritized. What did we do with the customer facing? So now we come to exponential AI. We discussed efficiency AI, we discussed effectiveness AI with Derek. Now let's talk about exponential AI, where there is ROI related. How do you calculate the ROI when you're trying to launch a customer facing AI product? So we started with customer pain points, which is our existing customer base. So we did not go beyond the existing customer base. We basically went with the verticals in industry that we're already servicing and started kind of conducting some very light interviews. And when I say interviews, it's not like walking up to people or scheduling interviews, but just in plain conversations when you are engaged with your customer, you're kind of talking to them, what are some of the pain points you're facing with the existing Zeus products? And with those pain points, we started thinking about how can Zeus AI solve them. So again, not a lot of number-oriented analysis here, just kind of thinking about what are the problems, do you have an AI solution that can solve it? So I'll pick one example here. Safety violations often go unnoticed in real time. So we have large construction sites and large rental companies with outdoor lots where people are working and they are required to wear safety helmets, vest, gloves, hard-toed boots, so on and so forth. And yes, there are some like periodic audits that this company does or a couple companies do, but they're not doing it all the time. And we have security cameras in all these lots that can have the video footage available to you at any point. So what we did was we did computer vision AI on top of it to detect hard hats, safety vests, gloves, and boots. And we generated PPE compliance reports basically for different store managers, kind of summed it up for regional managers, corporate managers, so on and so forth, and gave them real-time compliance on good, low, bad, so on and so forth, so that they can take action or train their employees to make sure that they always stay compliant. Obviously, there is ROI for the customer. There is OSHA violations that can be avoided. There is a lot of safety audit manual work that was saved for them behind the scenes, and we are still kind of working with them to expand on this for clutter detection, object detection, so on and so forth, so that they can satisfy their 5S safety checklist in more and more automated way. Similar to that, there are hundreds of use cases that we're working behind the scenes, basically taking advantage of the existing video data that we have and how can we utilize it better with no additional infrastructure associated on the customer side to deliver more insights. But it's about finding what is in it for the customer so that they understand it better. From identifying those example solutions, we basically created a value map. What is a value map? So we thought about what are the key value drivers across multiple industries that Zeus AI can deliver. And again, prioritization is key here, friends, because we couldn't go after every industry that we service because we are a national company. We service a lot of industries. We focused on 3. So we did retail, quick serve restaurant, and self-storage. These are the 3 that kind of resonated the most with us when we did our customer analysis out in the field. So we kind of prioritized the use cases for just these 3 industries and did a value map creation for the 3. So you just see a snippet of the value table here. This is a summary table. There's a very detailed table behind the scenes. But the 5 value drivers, what do the value drivers mean? And on a scale of 1 to 5, how are they helping these 3 industries? And from there, we kind of created a radar chart on where are we mapping the most and which industry, again, within these 3 can we focus on the most with Zeus AI. So value mapping analysis is another interesting way to kind of derive your exponential ROI. So here is our journey in a nutshell. That's Scott Elkins, my CEO. We were at a launch, Zeus AI at NRF, like I told you. This is interesting because this was a static picture, which is animated using AI, by the way. I think I used Gamma to do that. But basically, it started with a single insight. We have cameras everywhere, but no intelligence from them. That's the first thought that kind of started this journey for us with Zeus AI. We piloted with multiple customers across 3 different verticals. That's how we kind of identified our use cases and who we want to go after. We overcame challenges, with AI tuning, compatibility, which edge device to use, when to go to cloud, all that good stuff. Finally, we went live at NRF, generated a lot of customer demand from there, and now we are powering QSR, retail, storage, and some remote sites. We prioritized enterprise use cases, so you guys already saw that with our mapping. Derek was launched as phase 1, virtual agent, and now we're going after the legal use cases. And we also launched a podcast series to continue to lead bold conversations in AI. So all of this packaged together is really helping us. We're still evolving, still learning, but so far it's working really, really well for us. So thank you so much for listening. This is an AI-powered deck. ChatGPT wrote it, Claude refined it, Copilot organized it, Sora imagined it, DALL-E 3 illustrated it, Canva styled it, HeyGen gave it a face, Synflow voiced it, Gamma brought it to life, and Zeus AI delivers the sharp insights, edge, and the business punch.